Hey, can we talk about something that used to be a financial hero, but now feels like a total joke? The savings account. Once upon a time, people would open a savings account, drop in some money, and actually watch it grow. Today, you log in, check your balance, and see 37 cents of interest. Not even enough for a cup of coffee. So, is the savings account officially dead? Let's break it down. A few decades ago, things were very different. Back in the mid 1980s, if you opened a certificate of deposit at your local bank, you could earn over 8% interest. 8%. That meant your money actually grew while just sitting there. But here's the catch. At the same time, mortgage rates were sky high, almost 12%. So yes, banks paid more, but they also charged more. Here's how it works. When you deposit money in the bank, it doesn't just sit there. Thanks to fractional reserve banking, the bank can lend out most of it to home buyers, businesses, or credit card holders. They pay you a little bit of interest, then charge borrowers a lot more, and the difference is their profit. That gap between what banks pay depositors and what they charge borrowers hasn't really changed much over the years. So why do savings accounts feel so useless now? One word: inflation. The interest you earn is only half the story. The other half is how much prices are rising at the same time. In the 80s, you might earn 8% interest, while inflation was around 3%. That meant your real return was about 5%. Solid. But today, with inflation hovering near 2 to 3% and savings accounts paying close to zero, your real return is actually negative. In other words, your money is losing value by just sitting in the bank. Does that mean you should throw your savings account in the trash right next to your old floppy disks and that broken Game Boy? Not exactly. Savings accounts still have a role to play, but that role has changed. They're not a place to grow your wealth. They're a place to protect it in the short term. Think about money you'll need in the next year or two, your emergency fund, rent or mortgage payments, or saving for a new laptop or car. For goals like that, safety matters more than growth. But if your plan is to build long-term wealth, you need to look elsewhere. And here's the key. Every option that beats inflation comes with some level of risk. Not bet it all on Bitcoin risk, but measured, manageable risk. One common option is a bond index fund. These funds invest in government and corporate bonds, and over the past decade, many have returned around 4 to 5% a year. They're not as wild as the stock market, but they can fluctuate, so they're better for medium-term goals than for cash you'll need tomorrow. Another newer option is peer-to-peer lending. Platforms like Lending Club or Prosper let you lend money directly to other people, skipping the bank middleman. Depending on the borrower's risk level, you could earn anywhere from 5% to 13%. But there's a catch. Borrowers can default, and you can't always get your money back early without penalties. So here's the bottom line. For millennials and Gen Z, the days of treating a savings account as an investment are over. But that doesn't mean you're doomed. It just means the strategy has changed. Savings accounts are for safety. For growth, you'll need to take some controlled risks. And if you do it right, you can still beat inflation, grow your wealth, and avoid the trap of watching your money shrink while it just sits there. So, is the savings account dead? Not dead, just retired from the investing game. If this video gave you clarity, make sure to hit like so YouTube shows it to more people and subscribe for more straight-to-the-point money breakdowns. And now tell me in the comments, where do you keep your short-term savings? Because that, my friends, is how you future-proof your money.